Blind wave, and we're the women. I'm Melanie.
This is us. I'm Aaron. This can't be a girl's name, but it's not today. We're here with Supergirl, not the women.
Are you sure? I doubt that sometimes. But anyway, we are watching Supergirl Season 4, Episode 7. Previously on Supergirl.
Look at them when you talk.
I'm trying to watch my notes to see what happened.
Last time we had some fighting on the streets.
Oh yeah, we had the Manchester fight.
We did have a Manchester fight, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, he did hand-to-hand, and then we had also Brainy's fight, the non-hand to hand.
Yeah, that was okay. And then we had a dragon, which was a dragon to Supergirl.
Brought GOT to Supergirl. What the crap?
So we had all that going on. And then we had a poll.
Yeah, Aaron, what's the poll?
I don't know, my phone's in there.
I'll look. No, I don't have Patreon.
So our poll last week was, do you think Lena Luthor will be successful in giving humans powers? Because she was doing some power stuff. We had 24% say no. And 75% say yes.
I feel like that's really weighted to where we, like you and I, don't know something that is going to happen.
Well, Mackenzie says she's Lena fucking Luthor. If anyone could do it, it's her.
Well, amen to that.
So, duh. Here you go. Dip says, I think she will succeed, but it will have some sort of side effect, or the person she gives it to will turn out to be bad. Either way, she will feel guilt over it. It could be like a red tornado kind of thing. Remember how they were trying to make that good?
Yeah.
And then it just destroyed everything. Like that.
Yep.
Joey says, I think she'll be about to, but then Kara will ultimately stop her.
I don't know. She's doing so much behind Kara's back that I think she could get away with it very easily.
But Chandler says, yes, and I think maybe her first test subject will be Manchester Black.
Oh, yeah.
I think you had said Guardian.
Yeah, because he has a good heart versus Manchester's now turning. But Manchester will definitely be more willing than Guardian.
Joel says, I'm sorry, Melanie. I love Lena, but I also loved Lex in Smallville, and look how that turned out.
So true. So true. That Lex is my favorite Lex.
Johnny says, or Dabs says, she a Luthor, that say it all. They want power. Hopefully she become the villain next season.
Aww. But it's so true. And she, like, with her being a Luthor, it'd be a huge story arc lasting probably multiple seasons.
I guess so. So then you have another super against a Luthor. Like, we could have supers against other stuff. I love this season. This season, a super is against not like a villain, but it's like an idea or like a belief, you know? How does someone with all this strength and power fight an idea?
That's true.
You know? Like, I really like this season. I don't need another Luthor, but we'll see what happens.
But we have one.
This episode.
Uh-oh. Get down on the ground.
Manchester.
Oh, I can't promise you'll walk out of it.
Oh! Bullet. Oh, you're lucky Supergirl was there.
Is she just following him around?
She heard.
Safe now.
To inspire your followers. And how exactly do you want me to do that?
I want you to destroy something. A monument. Something that stands against everything that we believe in.
I don't tear things down. That's not my style.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. You're not a willing participant yet, but you will be. Good. Then the man we lost on Thanksgiving will be avenged. And by tomorrow night, Supergirl will be dead.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that's a pretty big goal.
How are they gonna kill her?
Under all that ice, there's a heart. I can tell. So we'll ever get to meet the man behind all this?
You have met him. I'm the scientist. Hey.
I love her.
Okay, in a minute. Brainy, I need you to...
I'm talking about who it could be.
Any fishing rods? Already on it.
Or is she the
that may very well cause the eradication of the human race.
What? Hey, you saved hundreds of people on Thanksgiving.
That's extreme.
And we don't even know if aliens were involved in the disappearances.
They weren't. Manchester
We're
was.
still investigating.
Because they weren't peaceful. They had torches.
John?
Tiki torches.
What's happening?
I just got a call from Manchester.
What's your plan?
Where are we?
The shield.
No matter how many times he does that, that's pretty awesome.
He's getting him out of there. Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't stand out like a thumb. Like,
Why, Melanie? Why would he stand
he's
out?
so big compared to everyone else.
Oh.
Come on, boats this way.
No, they said no boats on or off. Did he get shot?
Did he?
Well, you see, I knew you'd heed the call.
He's a smart man. He played that, didn't he?
I think so. I don't think he got shot and he tripped.
Yeah,
Hey.
exactly.
Thanks for the tip.
Yeah, that was going without trace.
Maybe not.
Radiation? Lift it up.
Oh. Dang it! Supergirl's not gonna like this.
It's part of a shipping label. What are you doing?
He's the supervisor. You must know where that shit was headed.
Stop! You can't speak through your fist. This was a mistake.
He needs some leadership, though. He needs guidance. Ah!
Gotta say, I'm surprised you haven't kicked me out yet.
Do you move it to safety? Do you kill it?
Nothing. You don't know what the spider wants, so you leave it the hell alone.
Yeah.
Was I the only one who picked C?
Other than me?
Okay, so you picked me because...
Do you think brass knuckles could cause that much damage? If they're paired with a strong enough arm, yeah.
Hey, what's with the hat?
So I brought witness.
Under the right conditions, it has an explosive factor of 8,000 joules per gram, or that of a tiny, precise nuclear explosion.
I should get back
On
to
another
you.
planet, it's salt.
No, wait, the DEO is already on it looking for that bomb. So maybe you and I can crack something here.
Looks like a surgical incision, maybe from a kidney transplant.
That kidney's the reason my perfect selfless brother's dead. I needed a kidney and he volunteered. And the whole thing was supposed to be routine, but he died on the operating table to save me.
You both made choices that got us here, right? I mean, I asked you for help.
No. If you stay,
Is he playing him this whole time, you think?
I think so.
who's gonna take you with them?
It's a yellow sun grenade to boost my powers. Think of it like a Kryptonian multivitamin.
Can I see that?
How is he playing her?
Brilliant.
He's leading her there. Leading the pig to slaughter. Like,
What are you talking about?
he's playing her somehow.
He's not playing her. He wants vengeance on Agent Liberty.
I know, but I don't...
He's not playing her. If anything, he just doesn't want her to be able to stop him. No way.
Exactly!
No way.
Sorry, Supergirl.
Oh, well, that doesn't make any sense. He wants,
I don't
he wants to
understand.
kill Agent Liberty, right?
He's getting closer to Liberty by bringing her in?
Where's James? She doesn't have the
She has
strength.
nothing.
All right, then.
Dang it. Ow! Flat on the back.
As he exterminated not only the symbol of alien pride, but the greatest adversary.
Guardian's gonna kill Supergirl. That was
The
funny.
greatest threat to our survival.
Now stand in front of the detonator and say cheese.
Oh, frick. He's not even there. He doesn't even know what he's doing.
I mean, he just asked if anyone's in the monument. Okay, that's good. With dampening her powers, she can get out of there.
And now Liberty's gonna know why he's there.
Climb. Jeez.
And I believe in the Children of Liberty and everything they stand for.
No, you don't.
Only humans
No.
belong on Earth.
No.
Dang it, look up, don't hit it, don't hit it.
No.
Aw, he can't see.
Of course you're not Agent Liberty. Because if you've connected me to Fiona, you know the only reason I'm here is to avenge her. And he'd never risk that.
Dang it. Now he's gonna... At least he's...
He's gonna kill them all.
Crap. Now he has no way to get to Liberty.
Friend over there, and he did not deliver.
No.
Supergirl?
Ah, here we go.
At least
Good.
you have to beat it first.
He's gonna stop him, because they're gonna blow it. Tom, shoot some people.
So Liberty was playing Tom.
Whoa, what's that?
What the crap?
Dude, I love that. Where'd he get that from? Ah. Hello. Hello.
Yes!
Oh. No!
No! See, I told you, look, the switch is off!
I honored my end of the deal.
Oh, he's blowing up the dampeners.
Oh, he's so freaking smart!
Da, 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 da. Throw it, throw it, throw it.
Oh, I love that shot. It's like fireworks in the back. Oh,
Manchester Black. I love his just
I know.
black suit. Ew. That can't be good for the body. Yeah. Told you it's not gonna be good. John.
Against man? Chester?
That was weird. What do you put on him?
Yeah, what is that?
Why won't it stop? It's an empathy amplifier. It's
Ah.
created to use against empaths.
Test subject 0331 exhibited what could be considered extra human powers for precisely 3 minutes and 14 seconds. Time of death 4:03 a.m.
How was your day?
You know what? I'm pretty tired. Got a lot of work to do. See you tomorrow.
Oh.
Tomorrow it is.
I was wrong. I was wrong. Manchester, he killed all of them.
His empathies.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
That one made me sad. Seeing Goodman like John had to cry. Lockwood family steal. How's he know? How's he know? All right, so
That was a very emotional, like, episode for
hey,
me.
you got all puffy. She was like puffy the whole episode. She was like, I don't know how to do it. I can't do what you do.
Shut up. But other than all the crying, I thought that this episode, for me, was my favorite written episode.
Really?
Like, I think it all led up, like, it's planted seeds and then followed through, and I loved it.
I love this sequence with Kara trapped in the monument, and then Guardian gonna push the button, and then they all start fighting. Tom starts fighting, Guardian's fighting, and Manchester's fighting, and they're all fighting. I love that exchange. Like, some of the fight sequence there was great with Guardian and Manchester Black and the way they were fighting and stuff. And I love Manchester Black has a way that's it's not as good as the Punisher. Bernthal, what's his first name? John Bernthal. Shane from Walking Dead.
Yeah.
He plays the Punisher in the Marvel series, and he has a way of just like he's just aggressive fights, but very close, very military-like and stuff like that. And it's not quite as good as that, but he has a way of like.
Yeah, he's very flowy. Like he almost Aikido. Like he almost Aikido's a lot of it because he makes it keep flowing and uses it against him, versus like a military stance. Yeah, you know, I mean, like he's very flowy with it and moves them.
Done very well. Like I like it a lot, but it's not quite Punisher, but it's very close, and I really enjoy like what he does with the character. Like I'm just going through and watching that sequence again here real quick, and then his armor, boom, bam. Like how crazy that you just hit your armor, you know? It's just, but I love it. It's great. I mean, it's definitely cooler than that shirt. You know what I mean? Like that ain't gonna.
What do you have against his shirt,
That's
Aaron?
not gonna protect you at all, you know. But here, like this fight, just some shots, like his rolls and dodges. Mm-hmm. But he's not afraid of like. It's not quite gun fu. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not afraid of shooting a guy. You know?
Yeah.
Like he'll hit somebody. Like I love like the Punisher was really good about that, where like he would hit you with his gun and then shoot this guy and hit you with his gun and shoot you, and I don't know, it was just it's not quite there, but it's really good where I still like it.
Yeah,
so.
I really like it. And like in the office where he's meeting Liberty, like he did this one move that was completely flowy, shot, lock someone into place to talk to them, you know, like he uses a lot of like actual martial arts.
Yeah.
Not to like a, you know, like a real, like if he was really out on the street, I don't think that he'd really be able to use those moves, but they looked nice.
But no, like his Manchester's Black's like I wasn't sure where he was going with it. I was really hoping that maybe he just needed something to kind of guide him to not be bad. Mm-hmm. But his line about, you know, here's your heart, you know, my heart's dead, is just, I thought it was a good line.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Like there's no coming back. And like...
Yeah, he's already gone.
He's already gone. Stop worrying about me, John, because I'm done. But just that whole series, like this whole episode has been so trippy. So we have James being captured by Liberty, right?
Yep, he got captured in the last episode.
And then we have Tommy coming in trying to save him. Tommy's being played by Liberty because Liberty knew that Tommy was going to do this.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, you saw that whole setup there. Liberty knew that he was going to have James escape. Like, Tommy was not in cohorts with Liberty. Tommy was just being played by Liberty.
Maybe.
So he tried to save James. He escaped. They all ran out. And then I don't think it was a trip anymore. Like, I think that there might be a chance that Tommy's okay. Like, Tommy's good, especially after helping James there at the end. Like, I think...
He might have gotten shot.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He either legitimately got shot or legitimately fell. And then that's why they got captured. So we have Liberty playing Tommy, which I thought was playing James.
That one may be a stretch. I don't know about that. You would have to know what Tommy's wanting. For sure.
I think he knows what Tommy's wanting. Liberty is an extremely intelligent man. He had this all set up based off of the moves that Tommy was going to do. Like, playing chess against Lena, like Liberty and Lena, would be interesting to watch.
I don't know. It depends if he knows chess. But no, I get what you mean. If he's aware of Tommy and what he's doing, but he has a lot of guys. Do you think he knows every guy he has?
I think he knew that this situation because Tommy and James were developing a relationship. So he was paying closer attention to the relationships with James because he knew that James would do everything that he could to save Tommy. So that's why he started playing that situation.
I don't know. If he went that way, though, then he just created his own demise by having these two line up and end up working against each other to stop it all.
Well, what created his demise was with Manchester. Like, even though he was on top of the Manchester situation. So we had Manchester that ended up playing Supergirl, getting her into the base. Like, this whole episode was so trippy. I loved it. Anyway.
I don't think there's all this plan that you're thinking of. I think Tommy was just legitimately going to try to rescue James. And then Manchester was playing. And what we thought Tommy was playing James, that wasn't a thing. And it was Manchester playing Supergirl to try to get to Agent Liberty.
But yes. Manchester was playing Supergirl to get to Liberty. And then Liberty was aware of this situation. Like, I'm just intrigued by how intelligent this man is. Because Liberty was aware of this situation. That's why he put the decoy there.
Well, yeah. Well, Manchester even said, he's like, if you could connect me to Fiona, I know you're not really Agent Liberty. There's no way you know I'd be wanting revenge. So, like, he knew. That guy told him. That's what it was. Remember, I was like, Lockwood, how's he know? It's like that. He was there, and he's like, "Are you gonna kill me if I tell you?" He's like, "No, disloyalty deserves to be rewarded."
Yep, and then he shot him anyway.
He told him it's Ben Lockwood.
Yes.
So that's why he went to Lockwood.
And
like, dang.
I love that line. Your loyalty will be rewarded.
Disloyalty. I think disloyalty should be rewarded here. I think it's right in here somewhere.
I believe disloyalty should be rewarded.
So he kills him. Yeah.
So he tells him now he knows Lockwood. So I wonder how that's going to play out with Manchester knowing who Lockwood is. Manchester's so aggressive. Do you think he's going to go after his family? I mean, he went to Lockwood family steel. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. He definitely went there, but I don't think that he would. I don't know. Maybe the wife. I can see the wife, but not the child, because
he killed his fiance.
Yeah, exactly. So I can see him holding the wife, but maybe not killing her.
I don't know.
I don't know if he's crossed that line yet.
He has no problem killing anybody. He's killed 5, 6, 7, 8, I don't know, 9, at least 10
random
people.
Random henchmen to him, you know, versus like this is somebody's wife, somebody's mother.
I mean, yeah, but those were somebody's husband, somebody's father.
Not at that
son.
time.
At every time. Every time you kill
every time, yes. If you think about it that way, yes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter to him. I don't think it matters to him.
If you abduct a woman that's currently being a mother in that situation, I think that kind of puts a different strain on the situation.
When you're talking to a supervisor who's innocent and you're willing to just bash him in the face with brass knuckles to get your answers, I don't think it matters to him.
Okay, I guess we'll find out here in the future episodes.
Paul,
which I'm right.
Is Manchester willing to kill anybody?
Or is he going to see that it's a wife and be hesitant?
Nope, he won't. He will kill anybody. That'll be our poll. We'll stick around to the end, and we'll see about that. Anyway.
But anyway.
What do you think of Adam?
That whole storyline between him and Lena, I loved. Like, that was amazing. I don't know who Adam is, though. Like, are we supposed to know who he is?
He's a dead guy, Melanie. He's dead.
He's test subject 0331.
He's dead. No, I mean, I was waiting for them to not tell us the name because something was going to happen and he was going to get powers, and then you were going to find out the name, and you were going to be like, oh my god, it's this person or something, which I probably wouldn't know anyway.
I think that's why they did not want us to know the name. They're like, just stop caring about the name, just care about this situation.
No, I mean, it works with what Lena's doing. Lena's whole idea of it is that if I'm not attached, you don't want to be attached, because then it makes it harder. That's why she was willing to give up doing the testing.
Yeah.
And if she's actually wanting to do this, you can't get attached to it. So you're a number, 0331.
Yeah. But I think the writers were doing that for us too. Because like they're like, just don't worry about this person. He's gonna die by the end of the episode.
No, that's not what they do. When you give us like that, it makes you worry about the person and you want to know who they are. It's the opposite. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But but for her, it's like when they have inmate, 4987 or whatever it is, where you don't get attachments. They're just a prisoner here.
Yep.
So, but no.
Trust me, I think I knew that better than you.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's about attachment, right?
Yeah, I understand that's what she was doing, but I feel like writers wanted us to feel like Lena in that situation. I thought that they did a good job.
So you didn't feel attachment to him at all because he had a number? I feel like, from a writing perspective, I feel like it does the exact opposite for a viewer. For a viewer, when you have a mystery of who this person is, with the assumption they could get powers, it's doing the exact opposite, where you're wanting to know who it is, not where you don't have an attachment, you don't care who they are. Because then you get the same storyline of like,
Mr. Freeze.
His hockey injury that ended up being a kidney that he died.
Well,
his brother died giving him his kidney.
Yeah, everything I was inquiring about. I was like, I know that that's a kidney transplant. So which way did it go? Was he trying to donate his kidney or was he trying to receive his kidney? Like everything led to a question. Yes, I understand what you're saying. So it made us feel like we needed to know more.
Yeah.
So we were trying to get invested into that storyline. And then by the end, they're like, his name is Adam. Bye. Lena also wanted to get to know him. That's what I'm saying, is that the writers wanted us to feel like we were in Lena's shoes. Lena was doing everything that she could to just not get that attachment because she knew that there was a huge possibility that he was not going to make it.
15%.
It's the first time running this.
Well,
those numbers are...
They had the heart tests.
Yes, but those are just hearts on machines. It's not a human being. It's not it's
human tissue and stuff. That's the first step moving towards the next step. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But anyway, she knows. I wonder
if she tested it on the blood she drew on him, or if she was just running tests on him himself.
Probably just running tests on him.
They should have taken his blood and then tossed this stuff in his blood and seen what it did.
But yes, but the blood doesn't have the delivery system.
Mm-mm.
So crossing it with the blood is not telling us how it's going to do in your vessels. It's not telling us how it's going to do with all the rest of the organs in your body.
That should be, I know. They know how it's going to go with an organ in the body. They did an organ.
Heart, not all the rest, because everything else operates completely different.
All I'm saying is you take one thing, the heart, see how it reacts. Now you find your test subject, at least use his blood and stuff like that. That's why I was just curious what she did with the blood. Do that, then move on to actually testing on him. Once you know, if you put it on the blood cells and the blood cells just die, you probably don't want to use that.
Well, they probably did do that.
Yeah,
but that doesn't give you.
I was just saying, I wonder what she did with the blood.
Okay. Well, she tested it, and
that's all I was saying. That's all I knew.
Mixed it. We have Lena's name that she went by. I forget. Was that her middle name?
I don't know.
Because I remember that. Was it this season or last season? We got her full name, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting."
I don't think it was this season.
Yeah, because
if we got it, it would have been last season, I think. I don't remember her full name. But I don't know. That could have been her mom's name. I don't know what the name was from.
Her mom.
It could have been also a nod to comics or something like that. I don't know.
Gotcha.
She told her story about watching her mom die,
which was heartbreaking. 4 years old, and she feels so responsible in that situation, And 4 years old, that's like Kanan's age.
Yeah. What would he do?
Probably just stand there and watch.
Nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Like her idea that she was, terrible and should have done something, and now her, what's the word? There's the P. Her reward for doing that is that she became a Luthor. Penance?
Oh,
is that the word I'm looking for?
Maybe.
That's her punishment, is that she has to be a Luthor. That's why she was talking about the evils they do and all this stuff, and that she deserves it. Which kind of works also with like Adam. There's a lot of relation between those two with, you know, the brother, that he should be dead, he should be alive. That with his kidney could fail. He has a 15% chance of dying anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Which I'm very surprised that they went with this test subject, because if he just recently, sorry, going into a medical standpoint, I don't know if you'll be able to stand with me here, but if she chose the subject, he's on immunosuppressants because he just had a kidney transplant. Those immunosuppressants. They didn't
say he just had it, right?
You're usually on immunosuppressants for a very long time, if not the rest of your life. So then your body will finally accept that new organ in your body. But if he's on these immunosuppressants, that's a huge variable for her test. So I'm very surprised by the story, like on a scientific point of view. But I understand that he is sick and that she's trying to cure something. So.
Well, he's not sick, right?
Okay, then why would he need a kidney transplant?
Well, he had a bad kidney.
Why did he have a bad kidney?
Yes, it broke.
Oh. So he's sick for some reason with some type of situation.
Doesn't mean he's sick now, though, right? He got a new kidney.
If his body has accepted this kidney.
Well, let's just assume it has.
Okay.
We don't know how long exactly it's been, right?
2 years ago? Isn't that what he said?
I don't remember any years.
I thought he said,
I don't remember a time frame. I'm just saying, like, I don't know how old he is.
Fairly
he didn't
recent.
look that old. He didn't look that young.
Mm-mm.
But, I mean, we don't know how old his brother was either. Like, that could have been his older brother. So his brother could have been older as well. But, I mean, we could have just say, like, it's been several years of the kidney transplant. I mean, he has a scar. You would have a scar from that, you know?
Yeah.
So, we could just say he has it and that maybe his body's accepted it, or maybe he's not sick, or maybe, I don't know, none of that stuff matters for her testing. I don't know.
Yeah, depending on what he has and what situation it was, especially at that age, there's a lot of conditions that will just come back after a transplant. But anyway.
For any transplant?
But yeah, I was surprised by the subject's story. And, like, I like how she chose him by the ABC options, the multiple choice options of, you have the spider, what would you do with the spider? You keep turning on the shower, the spider's still stuck in the shower.
Yeah.
Do you remove him? Do you kill him? Or do you just leave him there? And I love that's how she chose him, is because he chose the same option that she did.
Yeah. I'm just saying there's a lot of comparisons between the two of them and relating them to, you know, believing that they're in the position they are now because of the choices they've made in the past. And the two of them related a lot to each other.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed that. I just don't understand why she chose him if he's on, other than the fact that she's trying to cure cancer. So anyway.
What?
Anyway. He just has so many variables in his blood to, you know, to see if this drug works. You don't want all those variables because not all your future subjects are going to have the exact same variables.
You mean the kidney?
Yes, and immunosuppressants and whatever.
Well, let's just assume he doesn't need the immunosuppressants anymore. Does that take care of it?
I mean...
No?
Not really. So, it's just...
Well, then she'll just get someone next time who doesn't... Part of it, a lot of it too, like, you have to pick and choose. Like, you gotta pick somebody who's, I guess, good for the testing, but she also needs somebody who's... she's looking for someone who's not a hero.
Yeah, if it does
but
work.
But not a villain.
Yeah.
She doesn't want someone to kill the spider and be evil. But she doesn't want someone to save the spider and feel like, well, it's my responsibility to save this, but someone to be like, well, this life doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta find that too. You can't just find someone who has the perfect health and body type, but they end up being Lex Luthor, you know?
Yes.
So it's gotta be really hard to try to find like I don't know, find all those variables and a balance of like their personality.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's why I thought James would be the perfect.
No, because he's a hero.
Oh yeah, that's true.
She doesn't want a hero. She wants someone to just get powers and just be like, oh, I have powers.
Yep.
So, overall, I liked the episode a lot. I thought it was really really good. I love the new suit. I like The Lockdown, the TV show by Ben Lockwood.
Yeah.
It's called The Lockdown. I think that's fun. And then, I don't know. We'll have to just see what Manchester Black does and what Lena does. I think those are the two big variables we have right now based on what Supergirl's going to be able to do. But let's go into Q&As and see what you guys thought about this episode. All right, guys, we're going to do our Q&As. We have hashtag Supergirl Q&A on Twitter at BlindWaveProd. Pepsi Queen says, with knowing there could be side effects, would you want to inject or implant Harun L into your body in hopes of gaining superpowers? A superpower or superpowers? No, not injecting nothing. Nothing. Melanie?
I'd like to be on the medical team.
No!
But would I want it done to myself? No, I don't want powers.
You wouldn't want powers?
Mm-mm. Unless it gave me energy to clean the house. I think that would be the best superpower.
Damn it, Nora says, what do you guys think about Manchester Black after seeing how he operates this episode? I was mad for a moment because I thought they were going to do a 180 with his character. Happy they didn't. Now we have PG-13 Punisher.
PG-13 Punisher. I like that.
That's what I was saying about the way he kind of was fighting reminds me of the Punisher. Not quite to the same extent, but close to it and enough that I'm really enjoying that character.
Yeah, but I did have the same reaction that you did. I was like, oh crap, he's leading the pig to slaughter, taking Supergirl in. Did he do a complete 180? And then I started, like you guys, if you have full length, you probably saw my reaction, like, oh, okay, it all makes sense now. That it was all part of his plan.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I was afraid that they were doing a 180 with him too.
No, I think they were saying that they thought they were going to turn him good. And I think he's supposed to be more Punisher-y.
You sure? Because he started good. And a 180 from good would be horribly bad.
Right. I was mad for a moment because I thought they were going to do a 180 with his character. Happy they didn't. But they didn't. I don't know. The 180 part I thought would have been the beginning where it felt like Supergirl was going to talk to the Guardian and get him to be a good guy maybe. So I don't know. I don't know what David Nora means. But that's how I took it. Because I figure Manchester Black is supposed to be very Punisher-y, vigilante, not quite good.
Like anti-hero.
Bad.
Right?
I don't know. I don't know if he's supposed to be anti-hero or less of a villain. You know what I mean? So, while I wanted Supergirl to kind of guide him and find a light that he could follow instead of going to his violent tendencies, like, this character we have here might be something just different and fresh for Supergirl that we don't have in Supergirl. A little bit of a dark hero kind of thing going on.
Yeah, I guess I assumed that she meant 180 from the show, but if you talk about him, like, in the Lego cartoons even, doesn't he hang out with the Joker?
I don't know. But yeah, I don't know if they mean 180 from like what he's in the comics, or if they mean 180 from what he's been in the show so far.
Yeah. So, sorry if I took it wrong, but I still love LOT.
I like what we have right now. Right?
Damn it, Nora.
LOT?
Legends of Tomorrow? Damn it, Nora.
What?
Damn it, Nora.
Some Flash.
That Nora?
What Nora's in Legends of Tomorrow?
The daughter.
Nora Dark?
Yeah.
Okay. There's also 2 in Flash and 1 there, and there's another one. Who's the other Nora? There's another Nora somewhere. Oh, there's more Noras. Nora's everywhere. I don't know why there's so many Noras. Eric says, do you think Lena doing the experiment to create supers is Supergirl's version of metahumans? And if that storyline doesn't fall through, would they all have, if we assume multiple people receive it, the same abilities or different abilities?
I guess we kind of talked about it last episode like
abilities,
that.
Right?
But yeah, it's probably going to accent whatever capabilities that they do have and makes those better. So like metahumans, like how the metas ended up with something that was already related to them, kind of. Mm-hmm. Except you have those random one-off things.
Powers would have to be different, though, I think, just because of the way it would interact with different people. Right?
Yeah. Unless she creates people that can just stay alive on their last heartbeat forever.
Because some people are going to have immune suppressants, and some people are not, and some people are going to have A positive and B negative. And
yes, Aaron, good job. I can't believe you're talking about blood.
Magnus says, anytime Lena gets all serious and stern, I can't help but think of Morgana. Also,
I know, right? I love Morgana. Sorry.
Dobby says, I was disappointed about Guardian and Ben meeting. He went straight to blackmail rather than use his usual rhetoric and charm. Were you satisfied with how James's experience with the Child of how the Child of Liberty went? Were you satisfied with how James's experience with Child of Liberty went?
I'm trying to remember.
Trying to remember what?
The situation, like what happened.
He was sitting there in the chair. Agent Liberty walked in.
Yeah, but
jabber, jabber, jabber,
no,
jabber.
No,
he
no.
said, no, never, 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 never. He said, you'll change your mind, jabber, jabber, and walked out.
Yes, I know that part, but I was trying to remember what was leading up to that. James just got kidnapped and got thrown into the room with him. So, and also James knows Ben Lockwood. So maybe he didn't want to do too much talking, especially with his usual rhetoric, because he might out himself.
Yeah.
So maybe he wanted to take this stance so then James would not have that chance of recognizing him.
Maybe.
He kind of just kept it to the point, and like you said, I'm blackmailing you, and left.
I don't know. Maybe he knows, too, that his charm towards him won't work. Like, James has a very... I don't know, he has a big personality. That's different
Strong
than...
backbone.
That's different than, like, most of his followers, I think. And Ben Lockwood already tried to talk to him in The Guardian and what he could do, and it's gotten him to where he's at now, which hasn't really changed him. He's just trying to get in there to find Agent Liberty and change his mind, you know?
Yeah.
Dip says, man, I feel bad. I was doubting Tom and Adam the whole episode. CW shows have made me a non-trusting person. But damn, all the performances were really good this episode. Loving Supergirl this season. This season's been really good. I liked it a lot.
Has.
Kitty says, is Lena going to tell James about the experiments?
No. She's been keeping most of that hidden from him.
I mean, she keeps secrets every season, so she's got to have something this season.
That's why she's letting Supergirl keep hers.
Charles B says, how do you think Russian Supergirl will factor into this stuff that's happening now? Or will she not show up until after they stop Agent Liberty? I'm thinking once we finish the Agent of Liberty threat, we'll have the other Supergirl kind of trained, and then something happens. I think it'd be good, instead of dragging out any episodes for the sake of the story for a 23 episode arc, like,
yeah, that's true.
take us to about, episode
15?
12 or something, somewhere close to the halfway mark of 23, and then go into, like, here's the new threat now that we've taken care of this, here's this, which we only have a few episodes until crossover happens. So
that's true. I think that they might bring Supergirl, Russian Supergirl, in towards the end of this while they're trying to finish up. So we'll have a couple of overlaying episodes of like Russian Supergirl and Agent of Liberty.
Okay.
And then maybe we'll put Agent of Liberty on hiatus while we deal with Supergirl, and then end.
Maybe he'll turn into Agent
Liberty.
of Communism or something. What is it? Something red for Russia, right? I'm trying to think of like the Cold War. I think everyone was afraid of communists, right? That could be it.
I don't want to say yes or no because I get my history. If you watch any, This Is Us. Just don't listen to my history lessons.
Lover Sashimi says, what does your own personal reputation mean to you? I don't know, nothing, I guess. I make fun of myself all the time and do terrible things. And whatever.
Whatever. I let him go with it. That's fine.
Pepsi Queen says, if someone you love and care about end up hurt or dead by someone, would you sacrifice your soul for revenge? She doesn't have a soul to begin with. Dr. Winchester says, how does the team not know that Ben Lockwood is Agent of Liberty? Because they don't. How would they know? No, how would they know? This guy, this isn't no Supergirl kind of mask thing, It's not even Arrow. Arrow just has like this and talks like this, but you still see his whole face and the goatee and everything. This is a whole mask covering his entire head.
Yeah. That muffles his voice and everything. So.
Yeah, it's totally. If ever there was a character that I'm like, well, I understand why they don't know who he is Agent of Liberty. It's like a Mon.
Oh, yeah.
It's like something like that. Like, he's wearing a full-fledged mask. Like, to me, it makes perfect sense that no one knows. So, that's my thought.
Yeah,
the closest you get is voice. That's the closest I think you can get.
Oh, for Lockwood.
And if that's the case, I mean, Supergirl and Kara have the exact same voice. So.
Well, no, voice and stance. Like, voice is going to be muffled because of that mask, but the stances that he takes, like, he has his whole
against
show.
aliens?
Yeah. So people have to realize that he's affiliated.
You don't mean like he's standing like that?
No, not the Kara stance. But people have to realize that he's affiliated with Agent of Liberty, but may not realize that he is actually Agent of Liberty.
The thing with that, though, is every Child of Liberty has the same stances that Agent of Liberty has, right?
Yeah, but they don't have that big publicity standing behind them.
Yeah, but Ben Lockwood has that face of that stance, whereas Agent of Liberty just has he's the face of the bad guys, you know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They don't realize that he is Agent of Liberty. They just know that he is affiliated with Agent of Liberty.
I don't even know if they know that necessarily. I mean, he could support them without necessarily being a Child of Liberty or whatever they call him. Child of Britain.
What do you think about Children of Britain?
All right, guys, that's it for the Q&As. That was the last one we had. Thank you guys for sending in your questions. Make sure you guys do it for next week's Q&A, as well as all the rest of the CW shows and live shows that we cover. Now we need a poll, which our poll we already said earlier was going to be about Manchester Black. And do you think he will kill, or is willing to kill, or hurt innocent people, like mothers and children's? Or are you like Melanie and you think he's too nice of a guy because he's a sweetheart?
Not at all what I said.
Go to patreon.com/blindwave. You guys can vote in the poll there. Leave comments on what you guys think about Manchester Black and maybe what you think of his new armor because it looks pretty cool to me. I love it. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on anything coming out of Blindwave stuff. There's some crazy stuff going on out there, so we gotta go see. Bye.